Good evening, Ice GT gamers. This is Ice GT coming to you live from Southern California once again. Hot, sunny Southern California. We are still in the middle of a heat wave, and it is expected to be triple digits tomorrow in the Inland Empire. Thank God I live closer to the coast, where it's only going to be 95. So tonight we're going to be coming to you live with some more live gameplay on the now live servers. It's a lot of live. Of World of Warships, and seeing if we can't crack a few hulls with some armor-piercing shells in our Tier 6 British battleship, the Warspite. Always a good moneymaker. I always seem to be short of funds these days, but that's because I spread myself a bit too thin. I pretty much tried to research every line simultaneously, and it spreads me very, very thin indeed. So we'll do one final double check on our skills here to make sure that we don't need to dump anything into our Tier 1. Don't need AA efficiency or rear gunners on a battleship. So I think we are good to go. Let us jump into the exterior module and see about possibly mounting some flags. Fireproof is always a good one to mount onto the battleships, and I've got 29 of those, so we'll throw that on. And to increase our credit earning potential, let's go ahead and toss on a reduction in the amount of money it costs to repair the ship at the end of the battle. Flooding recovery time, damage caused ramming. I think we'll hold off on Dreadnought. I think that's a good ability for once you get up into the Tier 7, Tier 8 battleships, but I haven't gotten that high just yet in any of the lines that I'm going down. Highest I've gotten so far is the Tier 6 Cleveland and the Tier 5 New York, Tier 5 Congo. So let's just hop into some battle and see what the matchmaker brings us tonight. You may or may not notice tonight we're playing around with a new HD webcam with some front lighting, courtesy of the desk lamp that my wife uses here in this space. So we're gonna see if that improves the ability for you to see my mug online while we are streaming. Let's see what the matchmaker gave us tonight. Looks like top tier with 4 Tier 6 tier ships on the enemy team, a couple of Matsukis, a couple of New Mexicos. Shouldn't be too much competition for the Matsuki. New Mexico, if I get broadsided, that could be some pain. So just need to apply some clever usage of the rules of engagement with the battleship, and that is that you wait for them to fire off their shot while you are bow or stern on, and then you turn to give them a full broadside. Okay. Straight domination map 3 cap points. This map can pose some challenges for a slower battleship like this, given how short-ranged the combat is in this. I'm going to start off, I think... Yeah, I think I'm going to put my guns off of the starboard bow here in the hopes that our Gurmiashi up front can spot some targets for me, and I can turn off to the port side and get some good shots in on the first things that get lit up, which should be very, very shortly. And I'm going to line up armor piercing for my second round. Usually the first round I end up having to shoot at destroyers, so I always keep a high explosive round loaded first, but then after that it's usually cruisers and destroyers. And with these guns you definitely want to be hitting with armor piercing. Already spotted some targets down in the south, and I have been detected by, my guess is, their destroyer, so I'm going to make a rapid course change here and unlock the guns. There's the destroyer right there. You're not going to get shots on him. Alright, rats. Okay, let's go ahead and launch our spotter aircraft and get some good shots in on these guys here. And turn to avoid. Get my anti-aircraft guns going on these guys here.
Our team has taken the lead.
Let's make sure I don't run into anything. Good AA guns for self-defense on the Warspite. He is quite capable of blowing up the ships that come into range. Right about there, looks good. And we'll change course again because I do not want to take these torpedoes in the side. I'm not sure what their range is. How are we doing on that? Ah, nice 6,000 damage on that one. Excellent. Alright, let's trim our speed so we don't get those outside of range for the next reload, which is coming up very shortly. Gonna put these a little bit less lead here. And since he's turning, we're going to change our trajectory on that one. See if we can't catch him as he's trying to dodge those torpedoes. Excellent. Excellent. Nice damage there. Nice damage. And our scout plane is out, so we are going to have to close the distance on our next target. Do have a destroyer over there, but he's behind the mountain. Not going to get shots on him. A little bit of a bad play on my part. I should have closed the distance earlier. But we should have shots on these guys fairly shortly. Coming into range. Gonna have a hard time hitting that Fudotaka at this range. But the New Mexico is turning around. Let's go ahead and put a full broadside there. And then turn bow on to him. A couple of minor hits. One glanced off, the other one did 1,000 damage. No return fire incoming, so with 9 seconds left, let's go ahead and turn around and give him another broadside. Except he is now coming right at me, so let's change our fire to this guy over here. That looks about right. He turned. Just missed those guys. This New Mexico over here is probably going to need to be my next target. Looks like he is turning to fire. Alright, I am now going to need to turn around because I am now in the 4 by myself. Took a nasty hit there. Go ahead and use my repair ability. Yep, they are all now aiming at me. Alright, let's get those guns swinging around. I need to not be the forerunner here. Come on, guns. I need you to swing around. That's gonna hurt. Broadside hit. I was not anticipating that. Citadel hit. Nice. Bring those rear guns around. And see if we can't hit those as well. Nice solid hit there.
Our team has taken the lead.
Set on fire. We'll hold off on the repair until that volley comes in. And we'll clear the fire. Let's get those front guns swinging around at this guy.
Problem solved, sir.
And go ahead and hit him with that. Nice solid hits there. Nice solid hits. Okay, more return fire incoming. Good, he missed most of that. Gonna have a couple of shots incoming probably from him. Nope, nothing. Alright. Let's see if we can't... Oh, rats, set on fire again. Don't have a repair ability lined up on that one. Let's wait until he comes around just a little bit more, and that's a good one right there, right there. And we'll go ahead and clear that fire. Four solid hits there. And I am pretty much on my own out here now. And there's a destroyer out here apparently. Alright, you cannot hide behind an island. You can still be hit way out there. Those look good. Ah, they were just a hair short. Rats. And he is now out of range. Okay, so I'm going to have to turn our attention to this Furutaka. 10 seconds up. He's bow onto us. He's going to be pretty hard to hit. He's a narrow target. And there's that pesky destroyer. Switch to high explosive just in the event that he gets close enough for me to hit him. Nice solid hit on that guy. Come on, come on, come on. Stay in sight, destroyer. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. 8, 7, 6. Come on. Load up, load up, load up. Ah, Ratsy is changing directions. That is not going to hit. Nope. No joy, no joy. Go ahead and use my repair ability, get some health back here. And we'll queue up another armor-piercing round for the next time that my guns load up. See if I can't get some good damage on this guy on my next volley. And that looks good. Nice hit, nice hit. Unfortunately, all of my guns were not aimed on him, so I only got a half volley off on him, which is unfortunate.
Our victory is in sight.
But he looks like he's going to burn out. Yep, he is burned out. Okay. 856 points. I think we have this one readily in hand. Oh, that's going to over-penetrate, but what can I do? I have to try. Some of those are going to hit. I won't have done much damage. Alright, gotta get back into this fight here. Otherwise we're not going to end up finishing this off with very much damage having been done. Still being spotted by that destroyer. There he is. Alright, let me see if I can hit him. He's turning. Whoa, those shots were way, way short. Okay. That is unfortunate. And he is going close range on the Fuso. The Fuso is going to be killed. Ouch. And ouch. Okay then. Well, that postponed our victory a little bit. Let's see if I can't get this guy with a volley. So close. Alright. Here comes the tricky part. I now have to try to fight a destroyer who can see me, but I can't see him. Come on, come on. Ah, that was short too, rats. Darn it, we are so close to killing him. One hit would kill this guy.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Am I gonna get a shot on him? No, he's behind the island. Well, if I'm lucky, I'll get close enough to spot him when he comes back around the other side, and I won't get spotted myself. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. He spotted me. Time to change course. Oh, there he is, there he is. Stop the turn, stop the turn. Come on. Please let one of those hit. Oh, rats. This is a very dangerous position to be in. I know there are going to be torpedoes coming my way. Fortunately, I know how to juke and jive. Hopefully this guy comes around the corner. No, I'm not going to get lucky like that. Oh, I've got more ships shooting at me from the limit of my range. Alright, secondaries, you need to take him out.
Torpedoes to port.
Come on, secondaries. Did not land a single secondary hit on that guy. Well,
Problem solved, sir.
one hit and I'm dead, and there it goes. Not a whole lot I could do about that. Holy moly. Really unfortunate that I could not seem to hit any of my high explosive shells on that destroyer until he got to within point blank range. He was really intelligent. He waited until the last minute to come around that corner after I'd already fired off my high explosive rounds at the battleship. Truly unfortunate. And now they've got all 3 cap points. Yeah, unfortunately that is going to be a loss, and that was totally my fault. If I hadn't taken those torpedoes, we probably could have pulled that one off. Okay, well, on that unfortunate starting note, let's see if we can't return the favor and hop into a destroyer ourselves and torpedo us some big ships. Alright, looks like we're 1 or 2 battles away from getting our second point. Really want to get down to this one here, last stand, so that engine and rudder still continue to work even if they are damaged. Once again, I pardon for the forehead wipes. Even with the fan on in here, it is still nice and toasty. even at 7:20 in the evening over here on the West Coast. Alright, Matchmaker has put us into a top tier match with lots of other tier 5s. Omaha, Furutaka, Nicholas, New York, Bogue. This is going to be a fun one, especially since this is a gunboat destroyer who likes to fire lots and lots of shots. There are going to be some dangerous ships shooting back at us. And this is an incredibly small map. Destroyer like this can get across this map in a matter of about 4 or 5 minutes. Whereas on some of the larger maps, 4 or 5 minutes only get you across about half the map. It's part of one of the reasons why they decided to make it so that each match was 20 minutes instead of the 15 like you get in World of Tanks, because they found that with 15 minutes in testing that the amount of matches that were coming out as a draw because there wasn't enough time to kill everyone was significant, but that if they bumped it up to 25 minutes, that the testers felt that the battles were too long, that you couldn't just hop into a battle real quick, make a difference, and hop out and be done. For those who have very little time available, the casual gamers. Alright, got fighters incoming. I do not want to get spotted by him. That may be inevitable. Oh yeah, he's gonna fly right over me. Yep, I'm spotted. Okay. Time to turn tail and run. Because I'm going to have shots incoming at me probably pretty quickly. Oh! That was an unfortunate end for the fighter squad on our side. Detected by aircraft. That fighter squadron just keeps lighting me up. Now, what is our team doing up in the north there? They are making themselves a prime target for a multi-torpedo strike run. Not sure where those shots came from exactly. Looped over the island as they were. Looks like the majority of the enemy forces are headed north. Not sure what we're going to end up seeing over here to the south. Omaha in front of us is probably going to end up lighting up things before we do. Do not want to end up being in front of him, because invariably those torpedo launchers are not going to end up paying attention to me and are going to nail me. And there we go. He just launched a preemptive strike of torpedoes on the corner. And there is a cruiser fighter overhead. Bingo, there's our target. That is a lot of firepower coming around that corner. Let us get out of the way of that. Time to smoke up.
Problem solved, sir.
Ooh, that was a little close. Did not see him. Nearly ran into my own guy there. Let's see if we can't close the distance on this guy and get a couple of torpedo hits off on him. Shots are getting a little long. Pull that back just a bit, see if we can't keep up the barrage. Okay. No shots on him. Still have shots on the battleship. Let's take them. Just keep up the withering gunfire and he will go down eventually. Just keep those guns singing. Alright, time to change course because there will be fire coming in on me from that quarter. Guaranteed. Indeed, there it comes. Let's get out of detection range. Let the Wyoming do the work here. Oh, incoming fire anyway. Fortunately, I am out of there. They're way out in the open. Odds of me being able to get torpedoes off on them are relatively thin. We are already down significantly on points, though. We really need to start taking these things down. I'm gonna start heading back there, see if I can't take care of their destroyer. The shots are a little long. Alright. Did we take out the destroyer? No, we did not. There's the destroyer. Alright, need to start firing at him. Yes, he is. These shots are not going anywhere near him because of how quickly he's going. Nope, took a return fire in there. Not really landing any of these hits because he's maneuvering just as wildly as I am.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
And there they go, they've got the cap. Alright, this game is way over. As soon as our carrier goes down, this game's over. And there's the game. Wow, our team just absolutely folded like a piece of paper. Holy moly. Second highest on the team, and I only did 25,000 points of damage. Unreal. You know, some teams that you get, do you really wonder their intelligence level or their ability to pilot a ship? Like that game was so bad that I'm gonna have to go back into Nicholas to redeem our team's abysmal performance there. Hopefully we can turn this around, get a little better result. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit challenging with Cleveland and a Fuso and a couple of New Mexico battleships. Nicholas does not do too well against Tier 6 ships unless he can ambush them with at least 6, if not all 12 of its torpedoes. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can actually rotate around completely and get them with a double broadside of your torpedoes, 6 from each side. Okay. No carriers on the enemy team, so I have absolutely no qualms about heading straight up the middle. Seeing if I can get some early spots. Where is the team gonna go? Where's the team gonna go? Most often on this map, the team in the south tends to head to the east. But I'm thinking, I don't know. Either the majority of my team has not loaded in yet, and they can't make up their minds. It looks like this is going to end up being like an even spread kind of thing. Or they're just going to come straight up the middle with me. No lights yet. There we go. First target's up. Omaha and in New York. Uh-oh. Enemy destroyer, inbound, inbound. Here comes the return fire.
Smoke generator started.
Let's... Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Torpedoes to starboard. Problem solved, sir.
Somehow, I ended up having the majority of the enemy team firing on me and me alone. That was, no fun. That was a awfully dangerous place to be. How did those shots miss? Okay. I'm now at a distinct disadvantage because in trying to get out of there after having been spotted, I got fired on by the whole of the enemy team. Lost 2/3 of my health. I'm at a serious disadvantage now. Only managed 2 hits in all of that. That is truly unfortunate. And one of our cruisers are already down. There was a cruiser up here in the north. There he is. It's the Omaha. Okay. Awfully maneuverable ship. I'm going to have a difficult time getting in close to him. It's New Mexico, though. If he ends up going back behind the island there at B3, I should be able to sneak attack him as he comes around the other side. No, he's turning around. But there's our friendly resident Omaha. Let's see, is he going to turn in? No. Difficult to hit at this range. How quickly they move. Alright. I'm going to turn in this way and see if I can't sneak attack him behind the island with an engine boost.
Engine boost activated.
Come on, come on, close that range, close that range. Nope, not going to close the range quickly enough. Gonna stay hidden. Nah, he is moving away. I'll launch the torpedoes anyway, just in case he decides to turn in, but that's unlikely. They are sufficiently distracted enough, and he is sufficiently low health enough. I'm going to open up on him. Got him.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
He just fired. He's not going to be able to fire for a while. Let's just keep unloading on him. Just keep up the barrage. He's going to be firing soon. There it comes the fire. Turn in. And shots dodged. As long as you stay aware of your surroundings, it's pretty easy to not get hit by a battleship. Which is probably why I had so much of a challenge with that last one, in that last battle, in my worst fight. It's got 6,000 hit points left. Just keeping up our barrage. Keep hitting him in the superstructure. And he's down. Unfortunately, we are now not in a position at all to defend. Let's see if I can get this New Mexico here. He is not paying attention at all to me. Cut across his bow here. There we go. Now detected, but he's totally focused on the other guy. Totally 100% focused. He's not even going to see this coming. Took a big risk there, but it looks like it is going to pay off. Nice fat broadside. Unfortunately, he ended up killing me in the process. Rats. Secondary guns nailed me there. I was too low on health, got hit with the broadside. Alright, let's head back to port. No shock there. Unfortunately, the Nicholas doesn't do well in close-range combat against battleships. Even though I hit him with a full broadside of 6 torpedoes, he still had just enough health left to fire off the finishing shot on me. It was the flooding, actually, that ended up doing him in at the last second there. Not the way I wanted to go out. So let's hop into our Kuma. Tier 4 Japanese cruiser. I'm getting fairly close to being able to qualify for the Tier 5, the Furutaka. And this ship does really, really well based on the layout of its guns. It's got 5 center mounted and then 1 gun on the both port and starboard shoulder, which allows it to fire 6 guns at targets regardless of which side you're firing from, which can be a devastating hail of fire in the right circumstances. We are mid-tier here, looks like. Bunch of Tier 5 ships going up against us, and a Tier 6. You know, that makes us bottom tier, actually, now that I think about it. And we are on the straight map, the 2 cap point variation. 2 carriers on the enemy team, one of them being a Tier 6. I am probably going to need a lot of my catapult-launched fighter here. Especially if I get spotted early on. Carrier pilots tend to send their planes after whatever pops up first, even if it's a target that you wouldn't ordinarily go after in a torpedo bomber or dive bomber. Okay, looks like our carriers have got fighter escort up. A little bit of a screen out in front of us, it's always nice. And our Isokaze have got eyes out front to light up anything at long distances. There are their fighters. I'm probably going to get spotted here pretty soon. I'm going to start turning because invariably shots are going to be coming my way any moment now. No, luckily I did not get spotted. Okay. Must have been right at the limit. There's a destroyer up, but he's out of my range. Be nearly impossible shot to hit from this range anyway. Tier 6 battleship, Tier 6 cruiser, Tier 4 battleship. Oh, and we've got a destroyer up in front of us. Let's take shots at that. See if we can't hit any of those. Nice. Incoming volley from the Cleveland. Time to skedaddle. Ooh, just barely dodged that. Destroyer's back up, but not gonna hit him at 10 kilometers probably. Alright, let's get our anti-air defenses up. Come on, fighter. Go, fighter. Fighter's going to be a little bit too slow to go after those, so let's focus on the torpedo bombers.
Torpedoes, direct front.
He's going after the battleship. That Wyoming is screwed. Pair torpedoes there. Alright, enemies are keeping pretty much out of range on me here. Not a whole lot I can do just yet. Okay, let's not run into our New York here. Okay, we do have a target in range. Firing on the Wyoming. Those shots are all just a hair long. Because he is right at the limit of my range. No, unfortunately, our Cleveland decided to go ham bone on that one. Oh, he's dead. Here I am firing at a target that doesn't even exist. New Mexico. Let's see if we can't set him on fire. His guns are firing the wrong direction, or facing the wrong direction, I should say. Nice. Keep hitting him. He's pretty much sailing in a straight line, makes it easy for me. Alright, his guns are now pointing in my direction. Time to change course. Alright, let's see if I can't hit this Cleveland here. A little too close to the island, can't arc him over. The ship has a pretty flat firing arc, actually.
Fighter ready for takeoff.
Got him.
Destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Okay, where are we going to turn our attentions to? I think we have a carrier back there in the corner, but we've got 3 battleships that are heading in that direction. Whereas I could head south, go after this Furutaka pretty easily. He's not too far out of my range. Take the target you can see over the target you can't. And there indeed is the carrier. Do I have shots on him? Not just yet, but I will shortly. We'll go ahead and launch our fighter again. Come on, fighter. Get into that melee. Save our fighter, if you can. Oh, look at that. I got shots. Hadn't even noticed. That looks good. And he's down.
Our team is taking the lead. Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Just keep him lit up. I want him on fire all the time, everywhere, in all places, in all things. Flaming, flaming, flaming death.
Fighter ready for takeoff.
And he is going to burn out soon. Bluey.
Aircraft carrier.
I have a sneaking suspicion that our other aircraft carrier is out here on the corner. There he is. You are mine, dear sir. And there we go, our first fire. Let's see if we can't set them on fire some more. Citadel hit with a fire. With a high explosive, I should say. Just a matter of time at this point. He is burning. Let's switch to the armor piercing and see if we can't finish him off quickly. And there's the win. Knocked us over 10,000 points anyway, even though it was the last ship. Sorry about that, guys. It was not very exciting at the end, just watching me pretty much hold down the trigger and lay waste to that carrier. 4 kills, 1,734 base experience. A total of, holy moly, near 100,000 damage we did in that battle. That, I think, actually is the most impressive result I have done in my Kuma to date, and shows off the power of cruisers if you don't fire at them and you just let them keep smacking away. I mean, I was able to hit 141 HE shells and dish out another 18,000 points of damage based on the fire damage alone. That was really impressive. Did manage to lose both of our fighters, but courtesy of some wonderful circular, just let's pilot in a circle because nobody seems to know how to aim on somebody who's piloting in a circle, I did not take a single hit in that match, and walked away with a cool 234,000 credits, plus 2,600 experience, doubled. That was a fine win. I like it. In fact, I could right now, with the amount of experience we gained on that battle, spend some free experience to get the Fudotaka, but then I wouldn't have any free experience left over for any of the modules here, and there are quite a few of them on the Fudotaka. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to hop into one final game, and since I am always short on cash, I think it's going to be the Tier 5 Russian destroyer, the Gurmiyashi. Very similar playstyle, ironically enough, to that of the Kuma, which is you pretty much sail around in circles, you shoot at things at long range, they shoot back, and you simply dodge. Its torpedoes are completely ancillary. They are very slow traveling, and while they are long range, it gives people way too much time to dodge. And I believe it or not, I've actually done a match on Ocean, the map with no islands whatsoever, and fired nothing but torpedoes and did not land a single hit. I did 0 points of damage. But since taking the advice of the mighty Jingles, has started to play this thing like an American destroyer as a gunboat, and have had dramatically improved results in this ship. So I think I am going to duplicate that here today, play it like a gunboat, and just use our impressive maneuverability to stay out of harm's way. Looks like it's a pretty even team disposition. Got one destroyer on either side, one carrier on either team. There was a glitch there. I think I just saw a dive bomber pop up on the mini-map in E5 for a split second there. I think somebody else saw it too because they're pointing it out. It would not be possible for dive bombers to be launched and out there that quickly. Okay, torpedoes are up, narrow spread loaded. That's the other thing about this ship, the torpedoes. A little bit difficult because while you can launch 6 torpedoes, it's only a center-mounted launcher, so it's not like you can turn around and launch torpedoes on the other side. Once you've expended those 6, you have to wait. It's over a minute. I think it's 64 seconds without any modifications before your torpedoes come up again. You know, I would run into the destroyer pretty much right away. So I'm going to count on him turning back this way, and hello. Hello, other destroyer. And of course he knocks out my engine in the first volley. Let's oh, you have got to be kidding me. I just used my repair kit and he knocks out my engine. And it is going to be a while before my engine comes back up again.
Smoke screen set.
Fortunately, I'm in the smoke screen and they cannot see me. Wow, this is really fortunate. Just in time for my repair to come back up, I am getting the heck out of here.
Problem solved, sir. Torpedo, sir.
More shots incoming. Well, that was a interesting little exchange, wasn't it? Hello, other destroyer. Yeah, you're maneuvering a little wildly. No, not really. Let's see if we can't hit you. Nah, he maneuvered at the last moment. That's unfortunate. Well, let's see if we can't lay some fire in on this unfortunate St. Louis. No, he's on the limit of my range. Those are never going to hit. Not with the high arcing shots that this thing gets. So instead, I think I'm going to close distance on this Wyoming and lay off a preemptive spread of torpedoes. Minakaze is rather low on health.
Torpedo, starboard. Torpedo to start.
Unfortunately, these guns are rather slow turning. Rats, unfortunately those torpedoes missed, and all of my shots on that guy missed.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Yes, yes, I see them. Detected by what? Oh, this guy is almost dead. Let's just finish this guy off. Let's put him out of his misery. Alright, I'm now out here alone. Means that it is time for me to beat a hasty retreat before any return fire comes. There comes the return fire I was expecting. Alright. Well, that was a sticky end for that St. Louis. Let's chase the other one down, shall we?
Engine boost activated.
We're ahead to 300 points. North is not looking so hot. There's quite a few ships up there. Alright, he is full health. Well, gonna need to have my guns off of the starboard side, so let's start swinging them around, because they are incredibly slow. Alright, what's he doing? He appears to be pretty much sailing in a straight line back to his buddies. Which means that he is prime steak for a torpedo strike, if I can close the distance on him. Do not want to launch my torpedoes now, because at this, even with the speed that he is going, slow as it is, they would run out of steam before they got to him because of how slow they are. Alright, I am borderline getting detected here. I'm really surprised that I'm not closing the distance on him at all. Oh, and we're spotted. Let's go ahead and open up on him. Good, he's on fire. He's used his repair. Here comes the fire. Dodging. Alright.
Boost deactivated.
Let's give him a nice spread there and there. May have miscalculated this, because I don't think any of those are going to hit. Nope. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot.
Smoke generator started.
Fortunately, he doesn't really seem to know how to aim his shots very well.
Smoke screen set.
He doesn't really know where I am.
Our victory is in sight.
Doubt that those are going to get him, but it's worth a shot. Let's not get hit by that, shall we? He is so low on health. I wish I could just get him with something. He's going to be coming into range here shortly. Right as we duck behind the island there. Someone just needs to hit him with a little something to finish him off. There, he's down. Alright. 2 ships remaining. One's an aircraft carrier. Shouldn't be too difficult to finish him off, I would think. Let's see if we can't get close enough for a nice torpedo strike on him. He's sailing away from us though, so I'm going to go ahead and use my other
Our team has taken the lead.
speed boost here.
Engine boost activated.
He's going to be dead before I can get there. Rats. Well, might be able to get into range of this battleship before we run out of time, but that's unlikely. Very unlikely. Can we shoot down a plane? Unlikely. And there we go, we won. How do we do? How do we do? Middle of the team. Fired off a lot of shots. Not a whole lot of them hit. About half of them hit. And a lot of them didn't do much damage. Only set 3 fires. And most of the time they had a repair ready for that, so that is unfortunate. I would have thought that it would have had more damage than that. Apparently the rest of our team did spectacularly, because I thought that having done 24,000 points of damage that I did pretty well. But then again, with destroyers they tend to want you to hit with torpedoes, and I could not get close enough to those ships to land those torpedoes. Well, do we have what time for one more? I think we can squeeze in just one more battle. I really do want to get a win in my Nicholas. Not surprising that that last one lost. Really unfortunate that we couldn't take out that battleship. I should have waited until I got closer to launch that first volley. I should have known that he was going to turn in to try to get his guns on me. Fired those off in the wrong direction. Bad move on my part. Bad play. Bad play. Alright. Omaha, Congo. Pair of Nikolai as our opposition. What do we have on our team? Only 3 tier 5s on our team.
Action stations.
Well, here we are back at this map. Big race map. Destroyer Corner is down in the Nook down at G4, and the last time that we attempted to go down there was in our Minakaze, and a bit of hilarity ensued. For those of you who watched a recording of my last stream, I got my engine knocked out, not once, but twice. Used my repair ability, no longer had it available to me. Still could rudder, so I managed to avoid the torpedoes, but ended up running aground into this island right here we have in front of us. And just from sheer frustration, I went ahead and fired a volley of high explosive shells off at the Phoenix, who was laying waste to my weakly armored hull, when all of a sudden the very, very, very first shell that actually hits him manages to detonate his magazine, and I did 24,000 points of damage to him. I hadn't even noticed it at the time. I seriously thought that my torpedoes that I had launched at him hit, but oh man, that was going back over that in the recording was some choice footage. I ended up putting that up in one of my highlights. And it does not appear as though the destroyers are coming down here. This is here we go. Here we go. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get this guy some damage done. Alright, do not launch torpedoes into me, good sir. Nor do I want you to hit me. He has probably turned around. He has not turned around. Interesting. What do we got? What do we got? Come on. No! You're right in the way! And that is unbelievable how we pulled that off. I had no idea how that happened. Uh-oh. We've got torpedoes incoming. And we were forced to run aground. Nothing we could do about that. Let's see if we can't get torpedoes off on him, though. Oh, come on. I managed to back up in the wrong direction. You've got to be kidding me. Come on. How in the world did we come out of that with only losing half of our health and killing 2 destroyers? Unbelievable. That Isakaze player was bad. Oh my word. Managed to get a gun knocked out in the process, unfortunately, so we're down 25% of our fighting potential. Wow, looks like the whole of the other enemy team... Other enemy team? The whole of the enemy team has gone in the opposite direction. I might be able to get close enough to this guy to launch torpedoes. If we get lucky. Okay, time for Tom to go full throttle. That would be good. That would be very, very good indeed. Let's go there and there. See if we get lucky. Keeps just dropping off radar. Can't hit him. Don't know how I managed to not hit that guy at all. Oh, here we go. Boom shakalaka. Alright, let's see if we can't nail this guy.
Engine boost deactivated.
Got him. Nicely done. Finished him off. Kuma is distracted. Let's hit him. Oh, that's an island. Let's not hit that, shall we? And you ended up hitting it anyway. Really, really bad play on my part. Oh, Tom. Oh, boy. Ice GT has just made a fatal flaw, gotten himself stuck up against an island, and there you go. How in the world did I make that kind of mistake? That was piss poor. That was really, really bad. Epic start to the battle and epic fail to finish it. Well, that one was ended so quickly. I think we are going to jump into one final battle. And what better way to end it than on the Cleveland? Well, that was a quick start. It didn't even have a chance to display how many aircraft carriers were in the queue. Okay. 4 Tier 7s on the enemy team. And interesting, a trio of New York battleships. Well, this thing will chew up the New Yorks. It's the Pensacola and the Sims I gotta watch out for.
Starts.
Alright, no aircraft carriers on the enemy team, so I don't need to worry about fleet escort capabilities. But we do actually want to launch our catapult fighter because you can occasionally spot some ships that are around corners. But not until we get a little closer to the action. See if our Minakaze can spot something for us. Now this cruiser is a bit unique in that you almost never want to be firing armor-piercing shells at anything that you're shooting at, with the exception of the incredibly lightly armored cruisers such as the Omaha or the Phoenix if you happen to be in a match with one. So unfortunately, its armor-piercing shells just don't seem to have the clout necessary, the penetration necessary to go through the armor of other cruisers. Now we've been spotted, which means that there is a destroyer out there in front of us, and there may be incoming shots from long range. So I want to beat a hasty retreat here. And there we go. There's our first target. And there's our destroyer. That's what we need to kill. minor collision damage there. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Alright, we are now behind the smoke screens generated by our destroyers. So we're spotted again. There must be another destroyer off here to our left somewhere. Where on earth could he be? There he is. Interesting, he's firing at me. That is an unusual activity for a destroyer. I don't think this guy knows what he's doing, really. Because those shots that he's firing at me are going incredibly short. I can't seem to hit this guy. He is maneuvering wildly. But he can't seem to get in firing range of his torpedoes. There we go, we finally got a hit on him. That ought to be a good volley. Bingo! That is how you finish off a destroyer! Took way too many shots. Way too many shots. Alright, we got Nayoba coming in here at long range. Let's focus him down. He's coming right into the dragon's lair here. He's down, okay. What else is going to come into our net of ships over here? Atlanta seems to be just sitting still. Laying waste to our New York. Alright, I gotta see if I can get some shots in on him. Dissuade that Atlanta from doing that. Those are all going to hit the cliff in front of me. Every once in a while, the arcing mechanics just don't seem to play nice. Show me your bow, show me your bow. You're sailing away from me, I can't hit you. You're behind the island, I can't hit you. Just lost sight of you. But I will have good shots on you as soon as I come around this corner. Yes, yes I will. Just need a glimmer of you there. Lay waste, because this guy likes to stop. And avoided that fire easily. Let's see if we can't get a couple shots on this guy. Poor New York. I did tell you that as soon as he came into range that I was going to lay waste to him. He is trying to rapidly beat a retreat, but he's just gotten himself into a rather nasty predicament. Come on, set him on fire. There we go. There we go. Critical after critical after critical after critical. Just keep mowing him down. And he is down. Where are we going to go next? Got this cruiser over here who is firing from behind the island and lit up by something. Probably that last destroyer. No shots on him. Alright, time to turn back around. Finish off that cruiser there. Also looks like we're going to have shots on the Omaha here. That is never going to hit. And a Cleveland. These are probably not going to hit, but we'll take a shot. Just a hair short. And he's down. Gotta focus this Atlanta down. Gotta finish him off. He's really starting to get annoying. Ouch. Well, alrighty then. How in the world did I kill him with a high explosive round? I have absolutely no idea. He's turning away. No shots on him. Not a whole lot of time in this match left. Time to do something. destroyer is up. Time to shoot at him. He is a particularly nasty threat. We only need to land one shell on him. Ouch! Got hit with a rather nasty volley from one of those battleships. Shots are still incoming. Turning to avoid. Don't have shots on those guys either. Come on. If I could just see his bow. I could time the shot right about there. There we go. It's changing its course and speed. It's turning away. Alright, that's all the shots I'm going to get on him. Five and a half minutes left. We got to finish off these guys. There's still some serious health pools in play, though. Good, good, good. Set fire, set fire. Alright, let's turn away. I do not want to take any return fire. Ouch. That hurt. Cleveland does not have impressive armor. Alright, I am going to need to stay at long range from now on, because I am seriously hurt at this point. May need to fire at this Pensacola. He's just outside of firing range, though. He's still got 3/4 of his health. The other Cleveland is playing it safe on his end. He's at the maximum distance on firing range as well. Come on, just need that Cleveland to turn in so I can get a couple shots on him. Okay, landed some good hits on him. does it still show he's in my range? He is not. 2.5 minutes left. Both of them are low on health. Gotta get in there and see if we can finish it off. Come on, baby, turn. Swing those guns around. Need every ounce of firepower we can get on this guy. He's down, he's down. Okay, one ship left. But only 1 minute and 58 seconds left to do it. Can we get to him in time? Where is he? Where is he? He's just gonna run. Uh-oh, I'm spotted. How in the world am I spotted? Where did he go? He's probably just gonna try to run away. Minute 16. He's just going to run away. He's going to cause the draw. Coward. Not a dang thing I can do about it. Well, this is going to be an unfortunate way to end off the stream for tonight, because there is not enough time for us to get in this circle and cap out in 43 seconds. His fighter plane spotted us, which means he is close by, but just don't see him. He is deliberately not firing his guns so that he stays invisible. Wow, what a coward. What a coward. I normally don't call people out in chat like that, but that was really a dick move. Really, really a dick move. He would rather us both lose to a draw than see us win. And on that bombshell, I think we're going to have to call it a night. We've gone a little bit longer tonight than we normally go, but all in all, I think it was a pretty decent night. We managed 4 victories, 2 defeats, and a draw. Not too shabby of a night, especially when you consider the fact that the average player only gets about a 48% win rate. So I think we're doing pretty well on that front tonight. And with that, I am going to have to bid you all a good evening. This is IceGT signing off. We'll see you next time.